My purpose is to send that company into the fucking stratosphere, and I really, truly believe that we're going to do it. You want people that challenge the norm. I expect the best, and I want their best, and I'm going to give them my best. I can't deal with being slowed down. It's like putting knives in me. I don't want to fucking be in an office with someone that don't believe in what we're doing. Like, it makes me feel sick.
Oh, I suppose we should probably do a podcast, shall we?
Yeah. All right. Go on, hit me with your question. Let's get straight in.
All right, so family first. How do you balance the demands of your career while always putting family first?
I've raised my kids, and I've been with my wife, and my wife's known from day one. I love her to bits. I'm fully committed to her, and my success is her success. But she knows me from a very, very young age that Labina, the business, is such a huge part of me. And to rip that away from me would be to rip an arm off me.
Yeah.
One key element for success is that those who are closest to you, in this case your family, your circle, I'm not talking about your extended family, but your true circle in your house, knows what you're trying to achieve. So every day I'll come home, I'll talk to Kelsey about what's happened, I'll offload to her, she'll offload to me, and I'll say, how can we get it right? And she'll throw ideas at me as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just always my ideas. Sometimes the seed starts with one of your closest family members.
Yeah.
Well, have you tried thinking about this? Have you tried talking to someone in this way? Have you tried to align it on this way? Usually it gives you a different perspective. And I think if you take on board those who's closest to you's perspectives and try and see if they work, I think that works. I really do.
Yeah, you can trust their advice. You know that they know you well enough to...
Yeah. I'm wrong a lot, and they'll call me on my bullshit happily. I mean, I think I'm at a place now where those who are on payroll with me will always call me out. And I think I've opened that dialogue for everybody to be honest and just speak your truth. But there was a time where I was leading in the wrong way, where I just wanted to be surrounded by yes men. But I learned from it.
Why did you want that? Is it just because you wanted to get where you wanted to go?
It was probably right at the time. Because when you're trying to take a company from the 500k mark up to the 5 million mark, it's a lot of drive, and it's a lot of, no, we're going in this direction, I don't give a what you say, and we're going to hit it hard as possible. You can't do that getting to 100 million. I've learned that very, very quick. You cannot just get everybody on your back and pull, because there's only so much you can do when you've got volume and volume and volume.
Yeah.
It changes, it shifts. Yeah, I think it's okay to be aggressive and determined and ignore opinions in that early stage when you're trying to get off the ground, when nobody knows you. That grit and determination is what's really required to get a business to start to, the wheels to start to take off on the plane.
And at what point did you notice that shift in yourself or in the business?
Probably around the time I had kids. Because when you've got kids, your time divides.
It's less about you.
It's less about you, yeah. And for me, I could go to work from 8 o'clock in the morning and finish at the office at very, very late at night. And then if a job popped in at 1 o'clock in the morning, I could nip to the office and run in. I still can now. I don't have that restriction now, but I feel guilty for it. I was fortunate to a point where I did have that aggressive behavior. I did lead the business in a way where push. And even if people disagreed with me, it was push through it and go through it. Whether that was right or wrong, I don't know. But it worked for us to get us to that medium turnover mark. But then it gets to a stage where you can't lead like that anymore. Yeah. And I think it takes a bit of self-awareness to recognize that and say, okay, for this to truly succeed, for this to truly be magical, like, everybody's okay to disagree, but it's about, okay, I disagree with you, but we're going to try this direction and see if it works. And if not, we'll go a different direction and pivot. And I mean, I f***ed up hugely last year. I took on somebody and I did it old school where everyone was saying to me, no, don't do it. And I thought, you know what, we're going to try it, f*** it, let's do it. The old version of me just thought, f*** it and let's do it.
Yeah.
It was wrong because I didn't get everybody's buy-in. And I think a key element to get to the real success is to get buy-in and to get everybody aligned on the same path. Another massive thing as well now is personalities. You want people that challenge the norm. I've got a few of them now around me where, hang on, Louis, that's a good idea, but... And that but makes you think, they're right, I'm wrong here, they're right, and we'll try that. What might drive one person might not necessarily drive another. People have got different motivations.
Yeah.
And if you find a great person's motivation One of our ladies has had a baby. She's come back and she just requires a bit more time at home. And she's an incredible employee. And it's just about understanding that making work fit around the human rather than making the human fit around the work is such a key aspect to getting a really driven team. The culture that we have crushes the bad culture. If a negative ball of energy comes into the office, okay, sometimes there is bad days. I'm not saying every day is, oh yeah, let's go and get it. But if there's a constant negative drip into the office, the culture of our business is they'll scoop that out.
Yes.
It doesn't require me.
Yes.
Because everybody knows what the acceptable standard is in terms of an office environment and vibe. And that's what's important.
We're all at work for a long period of our time. In the day and through the course of our life.
They need to enjoy it. We've had a few people now come from corporate backgrounds, come into our place, first 2 weeks, they're absolutely fucking shocked. They think it's a zoo. After the 4th week, they think, oh my God, this is an amazing place.
Yes.
They love being there. And I love being there. I walk into there and it's like my second home. And that's what it should be treated like. We should be going to work, enjoying ourselves. Of course, we all need to make money and the profit counts, but we need to have fun while doing it. I go to work and say, right, okay, what can we play today? And someone's down, okay, my challenge today is how can I bring them back up? If someone's not working in the right way, I don't think you should go and attack the results. I think you should go and speak to the person and level with them and say, I'm here for you because I am there for them and mentor them back up. Is there anything I can do to help you get back on the bus?
Yeah.
What do I need to do to help you get there? Usually it's just a 5-minute conversation that helps the world. You know, I feel guilty sometimes that I work so hard and my brain is not present at home, and that's an awful feeling when you go home and you're not present with the children and you're not present with the wife and you're not present with your parents and your parents are talking at you but your brain is on a job. That's the reality of it. A situation that happens with me weekly, and it hurts that I'm even admitting this. My son can go, daddy, 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 and I'm there. I'm sat and I'm there. I'm not even on my phone. I'm not even doing anything. Daddy. And it's because I've got so many things spinning around my head.
Yep.
Jobs, staff, a problem that's cooking up, a solution, I'm about to make some money. Daddy, daddy, daddy. And they say it 5 or 6 times. And then, bang, you're back in the room. Yeah, what's up?
Yes.
And he even said to me last week, oh, why are you ignoring me all the time, daddy? And I said, listen, mate, I'm not ignoring you. That is just, I'm trying to grow something really special that we can all enjoy together when we're older. And sometimes you do question yourself, is it worth that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I get me fucking teared up here.
No, I don't think there's any parent that doesn't have that though.
Yeah. One thing that I've done with my kids is I actively take them to my office. I like to get them involved with my work. I like to let them see I'm busy for this reason, for this cause, for this purpose. Purpose is so much of a bigger drive than anything else. My purpose is to send that company into the fucking stratosphere. And I really, truly, truly believe that we're going to do it. But they know that. The kids know that.
And I don't think you can separate it, can you?
This business of family life and business life, for me, is bullshit. Your family life and your business life goes like that. And that's only where true success is.
You've got an extended family in terms of work and,
you
know, they're a family of a type.
I'll never make one of my staff feel uncomfortable for ringing me. If you need me, call me.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Sometimes that is a curse, the leaving your phone on and things like that. And if you want to build something that's successful, it doesn't require a 9 till 5 attitude. It requires 24/7. If I get to a stage where my phone can go off at 5 o'clock in an afternoon and I can enjoy the evening, I think I'll be bored. It's not work. I'm not working. It's just a part of me. It's not, oh, I've got to do something. I just crack on. It's just in me. And it always has been since a kid.
Like, what's an opportunity you seized that made a major impact on your career?
When I joined the company when I was young, nobody thought it was possible to work with the big blue chips. You know, your multinational £1 billion plus businesses.
Yeah.
I pushed back on that and I thought, why? And it was a huge airline manufacturer, massive. There's only 2 big ones in the world, and it was one of them. And I got on the phone to them and I said, look, I'm only 17 years old. We've got this amazing logistics business. I've got a challenge, and I don't know if you can help me with this challenge. I've got to prove that we can land you as a client.
Brilliant.
And it worked. The strategy worked. I said, I'm a young kid. I said, I want this business to go somewhere. I said, give me a shot. He goes, Luigi, come and see us next Tuesday.
Wow.
2-3 months later, we bust the door down and opened it.
Yeah.
That was the first biggest one I hit. And then after that, I thought, on to the next one. I was 17 years old. I thought I was going to be the next bloody Bill Gates or whatever, building something massive with this tiny little transport company.
Yeah.
But I honestly did. I believed it with all my heart. Every time I sold the business, I sold it from the heart. And, you know, my dad will give me a pat on the back now and again, but it's very difficult to do so. And that's one of the things that's probably driven me as well, is that I'm always looking to get his approval. Now I don't give a as much. I've got good at what I do. I believe in my skill to a point where I don't need outside approval. With this massive automotive business, I was badgering him for weeks, and it got to a point where I said, look, we're a young business with goals, and I want you guys to be a part of it. I want you to be a part of our journey. I want you to be one of the biggest companies that first gave us a chance. My dad was in this meeting with this big automotive manufacturer, went down to the factory, 2 buyers, and the buyer said to my dad, do you realise that your son is an incredible salesman? I have hundreds and hundreds of transport companies every week contacting us, and not many get through the door and get to sell us. 3 weeks later, we landed the client and we started trading with them. And we're still trading with both organisations 10 years later today.
What did that do for your confidence at a young age?
Oh, I thought I could take on the world, mate.
What advice would you give to businesses for them to maximise every opportunity?
Sales is everything. If you've not got a good sales team, you have not got a good business. Passionate, hungry, willing to do what it takes to just get the sale done. In terms of actually making a sales call, you need to sell from why. You need to sell why you're doing this.
Okay.
And that's how I landed our biggest clients through the door early on. We're doing this because we want to be the best at what we're doing. We're not there yet, but I need your help to get us there. So even when I sell today is, why are we doing it? I'll tell you what you'll get from us is you'll get a team that's absolutely dedicated to anything you throw at us 24/7. Yeah, but I'm getting told that by 20 other people. Then where'd you go? Then they're just going to buy off the person. No matter what service you got, they're going to buy off the person. But you need the service to back it up. You can have a world-class salesman, and then the operation fall apart once it's sold. But if you've got a fantastic product paired with an absolutely incredible salesman, it's just a recipe for success.
And where does belief come into all of that?
I don't think belief is something that you can fake. I don't think belief is something that you can, put a show on. I'll know within 5 minutes if you walk into our office and you don't believe in what we're doing. I don't want to walk. It'll give me the ick. I don't want to fucking be in an office with someone that don't believe in what we're doing. Like, it makes me feel sick. Don't be in the same room as us. Because we're trying to go somewhere. It's about putting yourself with people who believe in winning at whatever it is you're winning at. And that's fucking everything.
Energy is important as well. I think you
have to switch it on. It matters to leave a great impression on the client. Oh, that was a great experience. Do you know what I mean? Going that extra mile, the little bits. I don't talk about transport like it's transport. When they're buying off us, it's an experience. If you're asking for an update from us, we f***ed up. I care a lot about the experience that I'm giving the person on the other end of the phone. Out of the 10 years I've been doing this, there's probably 2 or 3 clients that just a consistent nose. They don't know what the f*** you're missing out on.
What, still, for 10 years?
Yeah. This is how far I try to get the clients on board. Looking back, it was probably immature and the wrong thing to do. They did a post saying, they had a pizza day at the office, this big organisation. I said, listen, I'll make you a deal. My dad makes the best pizza in the UK. Whether he does or not is questionable, but I love his pizza. His pizza's good.
Pizza's very nice.
As you can tell. My dad makes the best pizza in the UK. I'll make you a deal. How about I send my dad in a trailer with 2 colleagues, and they'll come and cook pizza for however many staff you've got. You guys give me a rating. If it's over 8, you add us as a carrion, allows to compete for your business.
Right.
I don't want your business for free, and I don't expect business. I just want to have the opportunity to compete for it. When you've got an opportunity, you ask us for a price. That's it. I was fully willing. I text everybody saying, right, I've done this. In the event they say, you're all going down with your pizza hats on, your chef hats, and you're going to go cook, and we're going to go try and land this client. They ignored it. But, it's about finding the angles that are going to separate you from every other fucking logistics company and every other company that's out there trying to make ends meet.
What's one of the best decisions you've made to protect your time and avoid people who don't value it?
Oh, them. Like, if I'm not wanted somewhere, or the time that I'm willing to give is not appreciated, them. I'll go somewhere else where I am appreciated. Yeah, it. Yeah, I like to be put in a room and the conversation's going in a forward direction. The core element of what I do is my day-to-day job growing up was always really high time sensitive, time critical. Everything's to an acute deadline and you've got to hit it.
Yes.
Then you've got my personal life that's not that, but they both intertwine. So sometimes I up and I treat everything at home like it's time critical. I can't deal with being slowed down. It's like putting knives in me. I don't like to do a task that I deem as a waste of time. If I see something as a waste of time, I usually just leave it or don't do it. I could probably do 2 weeks worth of work in a fucking hour once I'm locked in on a topic. I think that is a part of ADHD, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what's beautiful about that ADHD element of mine?
Yeah.
Is that it works beautifully for what I do. When there's an urgent situation and an urgent job, I can quickly hone in on that situation, hone in on that job, work around the clock. Something inside me switches on, and it's a relentless focus that nobody that I've met so far has that level of focus in a short burst period of time. After it, I'm like, oh, people talk of sport and business as business. I would say business is a sport.
Yeah.
You're facing some of the most competitive people wanting to strive to be better and bigger.
Yep.
Of course it's a fucking sport. The beauty of it is when you hone in and you lock in and you actually get it right and it works out, whatever it is you're trying to do, is where the fucking sweet spot is. That is where my true satisfaction comes from. When you win, when others thought it wasn't possible. Creating and developing these situations and being in the position that you can get out of a tight spot, put a solution in front of a problem. To me, that's my cocaine. That's where I perform at a real high level. That's what makes a lot of the hard things, the day-to-day problems, worth it. But in terms of success and in terms of the day-to-day grind, the consistent grind of running a business and trying to push it forwards and trying to make it grow. I look at our business now. It's not happened over 1 year. It's not happened over 6 months. It's consistent daily graft, getting better 0.01% every day. Better the next day, landing this, landing that. You get these stories where people become rich overnight, and that's great. But the reality of it is 99% of people's success happens over a consistent period of time of graft and digging deep.
Yeah.
Going through them hard days where you come home and you're exhausted, and rather than quitting, you decide to go in the next day and try and resolve the problem. Where other people's head would fall off with the amount of stress that you endure, you decide to think, f*** it, and carry on.
Yeah.
I am in for the long game, but I'm only thinking a week ahead. I like to make as big of an impact in the shortest period of time possible, but consistently.
Enjoy the rewards is one of your sayings.
If you've made enough money where your family's fed, your bills are paid, your family's happy, kids have got clothes on the back, everyone's happy, and you've got a little bit of extra money to buy yourself something nice, buy yourself something nice.
Yeah.
If that Starbucks gives you a little bit of satisfaction in life, you are not going to get rich. You are not going to make a lot of money saving £3 a day on a cup of coffee. You're going to make money by driving yourself on the thing that brings income in. Don't save to make money. Put your focus and energy on what is making you money. Try and make you more money. Everything's just about finding a product that works, locking in, selling it till it starts selling itself. It will get to a point where the wheels begin turning themselves. People talk. Oh, try Labina, try this, try that. Next minute, word of mouth throws about. You're quickly becoming one of the number ones.
Yeah.
We took on a new manager for one of our roles. He had a really nice skill set and he wanted an opportunity to grow. And he worked for one of our big main competitors. And this company was a company that I really looked up to. We basically took one of their managers, approached us and said, look, I really like the opportunity. I like what you're about. This company is doing a lot of money every year. Been bought out by a big American company and said, oh, how's Luigi doing? And then this guy's come to us and told me about it. Never f***ing heard of this man in my life. Do you know what that made me feel? We're making a f***ing difference at what we're doing.
Yeah. Because
one of the big boys is pretending to his staff that's leaving him that he knows me.
Yeah. Okay.
And it gave me such, okay, so what we're doing is f***ing working. Yeah. Now let's do it f***ing 10 times harder.
Yes.
In my early days, I was really taking inspiration and I admired there wasn't even my competitors then, they were huge companies. But I really admired them. I thought, God, you've done really well there. What do we need to do to get it right?
Yeah.
Now, they're watching us. It means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
It's pure satisfaction, that is.
What's a personal challenge you set for yourself just for the thrill of it, and what did it teach you?
My looks was never my strongest point. Growing up, I had two choices. I could have lost weight and tried to get better looking, get healthier, and probably I should have done that as well. or two, I could train this. And I could become so powerful on the phone at closing deals, landing clients, and doing deals that it didn't matter what I looked like because nobody could see me behind the phone. When people used to ask me to go to a meeting, I used to hate it.
Okay.
Because I'd have to show up and I'd have to, you know, wear a suit that was too big because my body shape was out of proportion. My jacket was too big and my trousers was too long or something like that.
Yeah.
And I used to have to get suited and booted, which I used to hate to do.
Yeah.
And I used to just generally hate going to see people. But I used to sell on the phone. There was no one better than me in my office and in my building that could outperform me on the telephone.
Yeah.
I used to lock into conversations with clients, get them flowing, and they'd be landed 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But also build rapport with the client so they trust me. But yeah, that was a big thing. That weakness as such, I used it and I thought, how can I come out the back of it? And now, you know, I'm not an oil painting, but I don't give a anymore.
No.
I don't.
You wouldn't even go into a meeting in a suit now. You go in as you want.
No, this is the beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When's the last time you see me in a suit?
Yeah,
Suits. I just get up, put on what's comfortable, hit the office. I'm there to get a fucking job done.
Yeah.
Who gives a what I look like while I'm doing it?
Yeah.
My job, I'm at a desk, I'm behind the desk. I've got to be comfortable and I'm doing a job and I need to get the job fucking done.
Is there a moment where you're stepping into discomfort led to a breakthrough?
One thing I'm getting really, really fucking good at is when there's a really difficult situation, I really lean into it and I see what can be pushed in that difficult situation. And usually 9 times out of 10, good comes out of it. Anything that feels uncomfortable, I just lean the in and get it resolved.
I want to kind of get a bit of your insight on financial freedom.
I don't feel financially free. There's a lot of pressure. And I think that's part of being successful. I think you have to learn to live with that pressure that this month might not be as good as next month. The month after that might not be good as the one before that or whatever. Do I feel financially free where I could go away for 3 months, not give a and come back? No, I haven't got that. Do I want that? Not that bothered, to be honest. I like the idea of having a purpose. And my purpose is my family, of course, but my work as well. The financial gain from everything that we're doing is, of course, very, very important. But it's not everything. It's definitely not everything.
Someone can get to a certain level and think, that's it, I've got enough, I'm set for life, I'm done.
That. There would never be a number that would make me stop. There's one thing looking at the yacht with the helicopter on it. How did he get the yacht with the helicopter on it? That's the question to ask.
Yeah.
And I'd love to sit down with the person who's got the yacht and the helicopter and say, oh, what did you do right? What did you do wrong? And learn from them.
It's the story, isn't it, that we're interested in.
Everyone's in their own lane. Everyone's trying to get where they want to get.
Yeah.
I just focus on myself, focus on my family, focus on my bubble and get that as big and the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer if someone asks you for an opportunity, you give it. But also, finding talent is about looking for that. I think a lot of the people that we've got today just wanted a chance. I give without wanting back.
When Nico's mum was ill, I would say that was
one of the worst things that can happen is if your family is not healthy. I knew that Zia wanted to pass away at home. The hospital said, unfortunately, there's no option to get her home. And I went into that locked in place.
Yep.
I honed into that moment and I said, I am getting her home. And I managed to get her home. I rang the hospital. The doctor said she's going to pass away and she's really poorly, but we can't get her home. And I said, what do you mean you can't get her home? She needs to come home. She wants to come home. It should be her choice to come home. Like what happens on a job, I had like this wave of focus, and it happens when I'm put in them situations where probably people tell me I can't. Just a wave of complete locked in focusedness. I was getting her home.
Yeah.
I rang taxis. I know it sounds crazy, but taxis, ambulances, everything, everyone relentlessly till I got a solution to get her home. I must have gone through 20 calls because we was working against the clock at the end of the day. 20th call, I don't bloody know how many calls I was in. I was too locked into.
You were just zoned in.
Yeah, I was zoned in to count how many calls I did. Yeah, we can do it. Got her picked up in 20 minutes. Managed to get her picked up. She got brought home and she passed away at home.
Yeah.
Whether she was well enough to realise that happened, I don't know. But that's one time where that skill that I've cultivated over the years really has come to shine and managed to sort that out.
Yeah.
You know, it was a sad time, that was. I would love other people to perceive me as, a strong leader that just is doing the right thing, but I don't always get that right, and I don't expect to get that right. Sometimes I can just come across as a bit of a and I move on, and sometimes I really do upset people, and I hate that about me. The upside to that is I get things done really fast.
Yeah.
I don't have to care what other people think 100% of the time, but that is one of the downsides, and sometimes I'm in a position where I have upset someone and I have to go back and apologise, and I always do, but I'm human like everyone else is, and people get angry. You can't have such high highs without having such low lows. Someone who could come into an office with me for the first week will think I'm a total dickhead, but then after probably a month, 2 months, 3 months, okay, I see this. He just wants to be on the ball, keep everybody aligned, but he just don't get it right 100% of the time. I think it's really important that if you are leading a business, or you're in a position where you are beginning to be seen as a leader, is fortunate to be in a position where people are trusting them to lead them, you have to be thankful that your team trusts you to lead them.
Yeah.
One of my deepest, darkest fears is to be put in a position that your business is struggling that bad that you need to start offloading staff.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough that I've not actually experienced that yet. Any situation can come about that can come and blows you out the water.
Yeah.
I think if it happens because you're off the ball, you've been off the ball, you're enjoying this high life of yours and whatever, and you lose focus, and then next minute the business takes a dip, or you need to start making cuts. I don't think I'd ever be in that position because I wouldn't allow myself to be.
Yeah.
It's not just about me. Your team's trusting you to lead them. Get it right.
I was just wondering about, how do you see technology reshaping the industry in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think you're either going to get in front of it or you're going to get way behind it.
Okay.
And that's one thing that we're really pushing at our place now. We're young, we're a small business. We've just developed an in-house system that we're now trying to push AI into it as well. It's a challenge and a half, but just the fact that we're trying to poke the bear a bit is really important. So yeah, I always think like when COVID happened, for an example, and the work from home malarkey started.
Yeah.
We started working from home, or however many weeks prior before the government said work from home. We didn't know it was going to be a thing, and then was like, yeah, we're already doing that, working from home.
So it's being ahead of it, isn't it?
It's if you see a wave coming, try and get on it. If you've got a situation where there's automated vehicles, the bookings change, the drivers change, prices go down, prices go up. Everything changes. It's all about getting the team to adapt.
That's right.
And that's what we do so great. We pivot. 1 month we might be going this way, the next day we might be going that way, and that's okay.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to companies struggling with supply chain disruptions?
Get a better supplier. If you are in a position where you are booking transport and one of your suppliers doesn't provide you a solution and you're accepting that, you are damaging your supply chain. One thing that our customers really do benefit from is that, okay, they've got all the carriers, they can do it A to B, blah, 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 do all your standard transports and whatever. But when hits the fan, they ring us. We'll save it. We'll save the situation.
Okay.
We'll put a solution in place that gets it so the cargo gets wherever it needs to be at whatever time it needs to be at.
Right, let's go into the work ethic behind business success.
I think if you're being misled or lied to, or someone's trying to take advantage of a certain situation, call that out immediately. If something doesn't feel right, feels off, not right, lean into the situation. Lean in and sort it out. And usually, if you're going to come and work in our organisation, I have to respect you before you respect me.
Profit over turnover.
Yeah, every day of the week. You've got no business without profit. Oh, we've increased in 5% turnover this year. Yeah, but how much money have you made?
How much does it cost you to do that?
Yeah, how much money have you made? Are you growing or are you dying?
Skill over head count.
1,000,000% skill over head count. I'd much rather work with a team of 5 warriors than 20 sheep. 100 sheep.
Raise the standard always.
Always. It's never good enough. Never, ever good enough, because we can always do better. Yeah, it's great. We've just done the best day ever. Yeah, it's amazing. But what's tomorrow going to bring?
Yeah. Problems come with solutions.
Yeah, anyone chucks a problem on your desk, sort the solution out before you give it to the next desk.
Own everything, no blame game.
Oh, yeah. If I've made a mistake, you own it. You should never, ever think you're too big to apologise if you've done something wrong. If you've offended somebody or done something wrong, yeah, the trick is never to do something wrong, but that's not life. If you've made an error, fix it, make it right.
And nothing is given, everything is earned.
Don't walk into a room and expect to be given shit. If one of our big clients has given us a meeting, we haven't been given anything. We need to earn our spot, the opportunity to work for them and to land that client. We need to earn that right. We don't be given it.
What's one thing people always get wrong about you?
That I'm only in it for money.
What was the first hustle you ever did?
Selling sweets in my grandma's shop.
What's your earliest memory of money?
Being on the tills at my grandma's shop.
What drives you more, winning or proving people wrong?
Proving people wrong.
Okay.
Not proving people wrong. Proving I'm right.
Okay.
I'll get satisfaction out of saying I was right to do the direction that I wanted.
Yeah.
And look at the result.
Yeah. What's a belief you had in the early days that no longer serves you?
That having a certain body image or looking the part matters. If you've got the right drive and you're a nice person and you've got the right talent, you can do anything. Don't matter what you look like.
When did you first know you weren't going to work for someone else?
Forever.
I don't think it's ever been an option for you, has
I
it
don't
really?
think I wouldn't last. I wouldn't last at another place. And I do work for my dad, but I work with my dad, not for him anymore. It's different.
Do you think you'd be employable by someone else?
No.
How do you handle jealousy or envy now?
Couldn't give a If someone's jealous of you, they don't want what's best for you, therefore your opinion means all to me.
What's the best lesson your dad never said but showed you?
Oh, that's a really great question. Getting locked the in and staying locked in, even if the results aren't what you want at the time. He was brilliant at that. Perfect at that.
What did your competition teach you without even knowing it?
Dare to dream and dare to believe because they've done it. Take inspiration from them.
What does success feel like now versus when you started?
The chase of success is better than success itself, in my opinion. And I'm not here saying I'm successful. I truly believe with all my being that we're not there yet. And I don't think I'll ever be there yet. It's just a continuous game.
What's the one moment you'll always replay in your head?
I always said to Kelsey, since I was 16, I think she knew it. She just knew that there was something inside me that was a bit wired differently. That I think she knew it. And I always said, look, I'm going to have a really nice car. Something you start up in the morning and it brrr.
Yeah.
And it just like, I don't care about that stuff no more. But when I was 23 years old, it made a lot to me. And I bought my first Audi R8. And I did it myself, bought it myself, put my deposit down myself, went and picked it up. And I just remember driving back thinking, no, mate, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You're doing all right. Sold it a year and a half later because it just got too expensive to fill up. I've never had that feeling again since that.
That's brilliant.
From buying anything. The chase of getting it is so much more rewarding and fun. And, you know, putting the car on the wall, something I want, I put it on my screensaver.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of motivation. And just waking up every day and thinking, yeah, one day I'll get it. One day it's coming. I knew like that, the car there over the, you know, the orange thing.
Yeah. All right. So I'll call it out for you then. So it's a Lamborghini.
I always wanted that vehicle. I got the 5-seater version because I've got a family. And that car to me, I've not bought it to impress.
No.
I bought it because I wanted it. I wanted it for me. And it was something that was on my list for a very, very long time. And I fucking got it. And
Yeah.
it, I've earned it and job done. And at the end of the day, comes to shove, that'll be the first thing that gets sold.
What's the one thing you still haven't achieved that you're gunning for?
I really want a private plane.
Why?
I think it's cool.
Why not just charter one? Why, you
No.
want to own it?
No, I want a jet and I want Labina on the side of the jet.
I was just going to say, yeah.
With a branding, and I think it would look mint. I'm nowhere near jet money. Yeah, I'm nowhere near it. But I just think it's cool as
It'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
and I said it to Kelsey the other week. She went, "You're fucking stupid." She just said that to me, and I went, "No, I feel like we can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Find a way to do it."
Why can't you appreciate what you've got right
can.
now while still aiming for that future vision of the jet?
They can. Of course, they
I
can
think
coexist.
so.
Do I sit in the moment and just think, you know what? Yeah, got a good family, good business. Yeah,
Well, there's a difference between appreciating what you've got now and settling for what you've got now.
yeah.
What frustrates you most about people in business?
Slow, coming in, being like a slug, and meticulously planning before they execute. It's one way to stick a knife in. Okay, we want the perfect plan. Want to spend weeks doing a plan. I would have tried 20 different things while you were fucking planning. Plans are sometimes important, yeah? But
Yeah.
for some things, just fucking dive in and get it.
100%. How do you bounce back when you mess up?
Have no shame. If you've messed up, you've messed up. Move on from it. What does family business mean to me beyond blood? Just because it's a family business and they are blood doesn't matter that they're blood. Because when you're growing, I think it's very, very important to treat the family member exactly the same as the other person. The one that's not family member
Yeah.
coming in. It means absolutely all to me if they're blood or if they're not. My expectations of the person is exactly the same. I expect the best, and I want their best, and I'm going to give them my best, regardless if they're blood or not. If I was speaking to my kids and they understood, and I was out leveling with them on a business conversation, I said if I had to give them one piece of advice, if your gut or you truly believe that something will work, but others can't see it, it and do it anyway. If you believe in something that you can do that would have a positive impact on you or someone else's life around you, but other people don't believe in it, do it. Try it. And if you fail at it, it didn't work. And it's okay to make mistakes.
How do you balance being the black sheep and the leader?
What makes me the black sheep?